back. I hope you had a great weekend. My name is Angela, and we are studying for the Board Certified Behavior Analyst exam. The big exam is coming up. We are on A5 of the BCBA task list, which is to describe and define the dimensions of applied behavior analysis based on Baer, and Risley, 1968, from the Journal of Applied Behavior Analysis. All right, so there are 7 dimensions of ABA, and we're going to describe all 7 of those dimensions today. The best way to remember something is to put an acronym to it. So, in the field, there are many different acronyms that you can remember, but for the 7 dimensions, BCBA. BCBA is a great way to remember the 7 dimensions of applied behavior analysis. So let's get into it. B stands for behavioral. So when it comes to behavioral, we're looking at the target behavior that we want to improve, right? So we want to target the behavior we want to improve. That's the behavioral side of it. The behavior must be measurable. It's not based on feelings. We can't see inside that person's mind. Eventually, we'll take into consideration some internal private events, but for the sake of this study, we are actually looking at measurable data. It includes language that is measurable. We don't include language that is not measurable, such as feelings like frustrated or sad or happy. We can't measure that. And we must ask whose behavior is being changed. Is it the client or is it the observer, right? So we want to make sure that we are measuring the behavior of the subject, right? Here's an example. If you want to measure off-task behavior, we wouldn't measure a person's writing skills, right? It just doesn't add up. We're looking at off-task behavior, so you would measure the duration of them engaging in off-task behavior. First, you have to define it. What is off-task behavior? So any instance that the person is not attending to their work, such as reading, writing, or being able to ask questions in regards to the work, right? So if anytime they're not doing any of those behaviors, then they're off task. So you define it and then you can measure it. Number 2 is applied. So you have B for behavioral, A for applied. Applied means that you can apply it to their everyday life. You can apply it to their social language, you can apply it to their academics, their daily living skills, their vocational skills, their leisure and play skills. You apply it in a way that brings about some type of socially significant improvement in the life of the individual and the people that they are connected to. T is technological. Technological means that it's very precise in how we write the description of the behavior intervention plan in a way that it could be replicated by whomever. Whomever is very detailed, is very precise, and you can replicate it like a recipe. C is conceptually systematic, means that ABA is not a bag of tricks. We're not trying to just find things in a bag that works. We're actually using something that is conceptually systematic, meaning that it's based on the principles of ABA. One of our interventions has to do with reinforcement. Another one has to do with punishment. Another one has to do with extinction. And we may intermingle those based on what we need to accomplish for that individual person. So it's conceptually systematic. It's always using one of the basic principles of ABA, which is reinforcement, punishment, and extinction. It's analytic. A for analytic, functional relation, experimentation, control, causation. That's what you think of when you think of analytic. How can you analyze this for functional relation, for you to find the function of the behavior and how it relates to what we're trying to change? Now, the functional relationship is demonstrated when we can manipulate events using our independent variable to produce reliable change that is measurable. okay? And we want to target the behavior that we want to either increase or we want to decrease. And we want to be able to find that functional relation. We need to make sure that we can believe that our intervention had the effect on the behavior by being able to see if it has experimental control. So experimental control allows us to believe that our intervention, our independent variable, indeed had the effect that we are saying it had on that behavior. That's how we prove the functional relationship. All right. Now we go to G for generality or generalization. So not only do we want that intervention plan to work with us, we want to be able to work. We really want it to work across settings, across people, across different intervention conditions. So we know that this behavior truly can withstand the test of time and settings and people, and that's what generality means. It means that it can generalize it across different people, different settings, different situations, right? And we want to make sure that our interventions are effective. We want practical improvement. We want our behavior change to improve the lives of the individual and target those socially significant skills in a person's life to bring about their true potential, their best potential, and really be able to create a positive environment for the individual. It's not based on theoretical or statistical improvements. It's really based on what was effective based on ABA technology. BATCAGE, BATCAGE. B stands for behavioral, A stands for analytic, T stands for technological, C stands for conceptually systematic, A stands for applied, G stands for generality, and E stands for effective. I think I got the A interchange. Either way, as long as you know that there's two A's, one is for applied, the other one's for analytic, you got this, okay? We're gonna pass this exam. Yes, we are. You have an amazing day, and I'll see you back here on my channel.